here we go. Hello, hello, hello. I mean, nobody's gonna be watching immediately, but I figure I might as well say hello anyway. Starting a little bit early, I'm hoping. I'm gonna do a couple of chapters today, but I'll talk about that in a bit. Get this game over here set. All right. And then get it on my laptop so I can watch the chat. Alright, I've already got sort of levels marked down anyway, so I don't want to wait too long. I'd say I give it a bit for people to come in here, but people don't show up that often. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. So shoot, hold on. My throat's not ready yet. God dang it. Okay. Alright. Alright, with that being said, I think we should get started. Alright, we can get started. What's up, guys? It's Reaper here, and welcome back to the Lion's Song. I've been waiting to stream this game for a while, actually, because after first time, I think we're gonna have some good discussion here. I've actually read a bit more of that creative act book I mentioned in the last episode, so I might have a bit more to add to this. Although, to be fair, I also have my own experiences, which are important here. But we'll get into that. I'm hoping we might be able to get through at least 2 episodes today. Not just episode 2, but it depends on how much I end up rambling, like right now. So we'll see. I'm actually curious about to see what episode 3 will involve and what topics it will bring up to the plate. Because, I mean, as I said in the first episode, I'm not sure where math fits into this, and it's not a sense of, oh, where does math fit into all this? It's not sort of, I don't want to say gatekeeping, some sort of just that sort of idea. It's more just genuine curiosity of, I wonder what that will bring up in terms of, I wonder what that will give us talk. It'll be interesting to go through, is what I'm trying to say. But anyways, without further ado, I think we'll just get started. Episode 2, Anthology. It's about an artist. Oh. For those who don't know, this is a point-and-click adventure game, by the way. Vienna. Empress Elizabeth train station. Oh, Empress Elizabeth. Interesting. Alright. Now, Freda. Oh, you'll be good when I'm gone. Wait. British, isn't it? I don't know if I can do British accent. It's very well. Hold on. Be good when I'm gone. No, it's not good. You'll pine for me every moment. Oh, yes, Paul. This is still not. It's not the right act. It's not. Whatever. Maybe I'll get. Hold on. I gotta channel my British accent here. Oh, yes, Paul. No, it's not. Every moment. Why don't I believe you? Why don't I believe that you'll be true to me when you're gone? Well, we've had some fun times, haven't we? Yes, we have. All aboard for Vienna Central. Next stop, Vienna Central. Wait, what? Next stop, Vienna Central. Last stop, who knows? Go. Before I actually start to miss you. We couldn't have that, could we? May I join you? Of course. So our actual protagonist is right here. Plenty of room. Like same 4 or 5 voices, I swear. Vienna. An inner city street. Oh, come on, Granddad. Oh, what can we click on here? You promised you'd introduce me. Yes, yes, I know. If you change your mind, this is it right here. Huh? Klimt? Wait, what? Klimt? Klimt? I'm actually not sure how to pronounce that. I genuinely have no idea. I hope I didn't screw up too badly. The others? Will they be there? There we go. Will they be there? You know what I think of these people? Of these people? Or you know what I think about of these people? I know, I know. I appreciate you doing this. Believe me. My somewhat distinguished guests and various other hangers-on. May I have your attention, please? I give you the two marketers. The two markets. Oh, jolly delight, yes. Oh, how lovely. The mountain climber and the artist. Formidable! Ladies and gentlemen, young Franz is an artist I found on the wrong side of Danube. Ooh, where I myself also live. Haha, to be precise, I found one of his paintings. You see, young artist is like a lion. Oh, I see where this is. Okay. All right, game. I see what you're doing here. You're tying them all together with that theme of the lion. I see. Makes sense. Makes sense. You gotta have some overarching connection between them, other than the soundtrack, I suppose. Strong and ferocious, and always on the hunt for a better painting. And what does it manifest it here? I hope to find a suitable model at this gathering. Ah, ooh. What is it you told me, Franz? You are able to look into a person's soul? Whoa, in the world? Each of us is made up of layers of personality. Like onions. Onions have layers too. Each of us is made up of layers of personality. Said onions. I must dig deep into those layers before my portraits come to life. Franz here threw out one of his pictures. It almost hit me. And on some level, it did. You're all very familiar with the painting in question. There it is, or there it hangs. Woman with a violin. That's Wilma. That's Wilma right there, I see. Okay. Alright, game. I get you. Okay. Although we all know her real name very well. If you have the energy, let us welcome this promising young painter into our society. Oh, yes, lovely. How delightful. Who are you going to paint next, Franz? Yes, who? I won't tell you. But you'll know soon. How witty! Oh my god. Various paintings. I love how more of you walk, so you see these paintings and statues apparate around them. So many famous paintings. And mine right next to them. Is it good enough? I certainly seem to think so. Imposter syndrome? It'd be like that. Granddad, enjoying yourself, my boy? Anything I can help you with? Any thoughts on who I should talk to? I'd suggest talking to Roland Lonazak, the art critic. Fraulein Lonazak? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I think I just butchered it completely. That's her over there in the red dress. There's only 3 colors here. Oh, okay, maybe not 3 colors, but there's one monochrome shade, which is used very well. If I had to say, it's used very well. But What do you mean red dress? There's like all this is brown. Of all the people here, she is the most interesting. I'm holding up. How about you? Actually, I'm fine. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. See, if I need to be sure of my next model. My career could depend on it. Good luck on your hunt. Oh, wow, thanks for the help. Just nothing, okay. Interesting, yeah. Walk's paintings show up. Maybe you're right. Wilma Violin. Wilma Dorfel was a difficult model. Yep, yep. Hello, welcome. I knew it. That's Wilma, right? Young, driven, unsure of herself. I did my best. But something is missing. Perhaps I could find more within her today. You think so? Gramophone. A gramophone. It's playing the Lion song. Okay, alright, you know what? I do love you know, it makes sense. Why okay, alright, yep, makes sense. I looked at the soundtrack somewhat. Well, I looked at the description for the soundtrack. It's a through line. That song's a through line for the rest of the episodes, so it's not the first time we're gonna be hearing about this, to be fair. I expect it to show up again. Beautiful. Actually, I think that is it playing right now. I didn't think about it. Well-rounded gentleman. So who is this in the back we cannot talk to? Franz Market. Oh, I guess that might be her. Maybe. Grandfather's mountain climber. Let's run this conversation for a second here. See what's going on here. Such a gentleman. Excuse me, Alphonse. Ah, Market. Markert. Sorry, I keep pronouncing it wrong. Hey, it's the name of the game. Yeah, title dropped the game. Isn't that exciting? Oh my gosh, they said it. They said the thing. Oh my god, they said it. Ah, Marco, your art is very new, isn't it? Agreed, he's very new. Yes, indeed. Wonderfully new. Thank you. Have you decided on your... Okay, hold on. Let me slow down here. See, I gotta clear my sinuses, man. I can't even speak properly. Every single time. It's always... I think it's probably the heat, honestly. But whatever. Yeah. Have you decided on your next model? Not yet. If you excuse me. I should try to talk to others before learning more about him. Join conversation. Mortis. Mortis? I think it's Her Mortis. Please excuse me. Joseph has been waiting for me since he arrived. Great lawn. Oh wait, I think this. I don't know if that's people. I don't know if that's the person we should be talking to, but find out soon enough. Markert, how much are your paintings worth? How much does one go for? So recently, they were worth the price of a loaf of bread. Actually, that would be funny. So recently, they were worth the price of a loaf of bread. Ah, yes. It's not the success of an artist measured, as all things, in money? Do you think only in terms of money? Ha 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 ha. Don't be too hard on me, young man. I'm a merchant banker. We tend to do that. How do you measure success? Now this is a difficult question, isn't it? Because it depends on person to person, you know? For me, it would absolutely be the top one. However, I do know somebody who does adhere to this bottom part. And I mean, it depends on what you really are looking for when you're doing art. I feel like whenever you're doing, well, not just art, but also just any sort of artistry, if you will. But I don't know. So it's not a clear one measurement, you know. It's very complex as art itself is. Many at my bank would disagree. I'm successful. Painting me might change your mind. I will certainly consider your generous offer. Excuse me. I think it's a no. Clint, I still don't know how to pronounce his name. Be sure to choose your next subject wisely. Your career depends on it. How do you choose your models? Yeah, how do you choose your models? I choose whoever I want to spend time with. Whoever best fits my needs. Your needs? I have the paintings in my head before I start. I want to show the world the layers I see. Then your next model must be someone interesting. Was there something else? To make a good first impression. I don't know if you want to be asking that one. And they love you! Interesting. See little shadows behind them, which I'm assuming is their personality. You'll fit in here perfectly. Was there something else? I'll talk to you later. I still know who the person in the back is. Franz Margaret. I was just hearing people talk. I think that must be their personalities. And you actually, I thought, you know, I thought before those were statues behind them for some reason. It's like he's painting as he goes. But no, that's actually their personalities that he's seeing as he walks by. So he's walking around, you can, well, I guess for these people, or a bit more to them, but these background people, you can see their true feelings behind the layers. Or they're essentially, they're just deeper layers behind them as they walk. Which is interesting. Join conversation. I don't know about this. This is a weird question. How do you know my grandfather? We're old friends. I admire him. Most only dream of climbing mountains. They don't have the talent to succeed. Back when mountain climbing was actually difficult. Nowadays, you just have to. Was it? Back when Everest was actually hard to climb, but nowadays, if you have $50,000 and you're decently fit, you can pay to climb up the mountain easily, which has led to it becoming very dangerous and very littered with trash and other things. As always, it's been a pleasure talking with you, Joseph. She actually is kind of evading him, though. Enjoying yourself, my boy? Anything I can help you with? How do you know Frau? Just call her Frau, honestly. Call her Frau. How do you know Frau? I've known her for years. She's a very close friend of mine, but a very tough critic. See you later, Granddad. Good luck on your hunt. Well, I was trying to. I will hunt her down, I suppose. Keeps walking around the place. Pardon me, please. He actually keeps walking around the place. She's actually okay. But maybe that question isn't as weird as I thought it would be, because she keeps avoiding us constantly. Like she's actively avoiding us for Pete's sake. Here we are again, going round and round. I feel like I'm on the Reisenrad. I'd like to start over. I'm Franz Markert. My name is Greet Lonazak. There. Was there anything else? What? Listen, I'm talking to you for Joseph's sake. But I can hardly respect you or your work. Oh, this is rough. Excuse me? I'm sorry. It is not your fault. It's all right. What do you think of my paintings? Do you want an honest answer? It's going to hurt, but yes. Yes. I think they're ridiculous. Oh. That's this thing you never want to hear. Oh my god, that's a jab to the heart right there. It's so obvious what you're trying to do. It is? As obvious as your lack of finesse. Your expressionism without expression. Or your expressionism is without expression. But you're just too young, too inexperienced. I'm sorry. Oh. Now if you'll excuse me, I don't know if it's swear around here, but damn. That sucks. Genuinely, that definitely sucks. Well, have you decided? Will you paint me? I have to think about it first. Very well. Should you come to a decision, I will be right here. I know that look. The lion is hunting. I'll talk to you later. I think that's about it for conversations in here. Maybe. So you see something in me, don't you? Must be certain you understand. Of course, of course. You must take your time. Enjoying yourself, my boy? Anything I can help you with. See you later, Granddad. Good luck in your hunt. Okay, so before I do this, I'm gonna pause for a second here. I gotta shoot. I can't speak very well right now. Do I think her criticism is a little harsh? I'm looking at the chat, by the way. Yes, maybe, but it is occasionally going to happen and necessary. And I'll go over that. I think I'm going over it a bit in a previous stream, but I really want to go over it now. Not immediately now, but very soon, because this is a topic I know I've discussed before, and like I said, it's a very important topic, criticism. And I do want to reframe it. I want to reframe it so we can sort of understand why I think it's probably. I think what she's said is fine, if harsh. I think the issue here is just she hasn't given any actual construction. She hasn't given construction with the criticism, but we'll go over in a bit. Leave France? Not until I find my next subject. Okay. I mean, what are you planning on? You're sending me, don't you? There's only 2 subjects you have here. This guy, and then... Oh, they're both on him. That's interesting. I actually don't know. Fine. Am I successful enough for you? I don't know. What do you mean? How to explain it? Ah! It's like digging for gold! Ha ha ha! You have my attention. And a miner uncovers layers of earth and rock, looking for the gold. I must uncover layers of your personality. I understand the analogy. Although, I think you should stick to painting. You would make a poor miner. I'm sure you're right. I confess I would have thought a banker would be the last person to understand. We are far more alike than I would have imagined. More than ever, I'd like you to paint me. What's your name? Reynard Mortiz. Mortiz. At your service. Is there anything else I can tell you? How much are you worth? Ha ha ha. Let's just say the bank is doing quite well. What do you do with all that money? I invest it? Your new businesses. Do you ever invest in people? Might be more maybe we're seeing here. Yes, in all walks of life. Human capital. Invaluable. Not all of my colleagues agree. A most interesting discussion. A most interesting discussion. Have I convinced you to paint me? A few layers down, you might find a greedy, lying bastard. What? Yes, I might. But flawed subjects can make interesting portraits too. Interesting portraits. If you excuse me. Yes, very interesting. Is he going to talk more about him, or talk more to him? I suppose. I see something. I see something. Yes. Strength, vitality. Yeah, strength. Something of interest to be sure. What is your name? Lieutenant Alphonse Brock. Bach. Lieutenant Alphonse Bach. 49th Infantry Brigade, 49th Infantry Brigade of His Majesty. A lieutenant? Yes, indeed. And an art lover. An art lover? My presence here should attest to that. What's your favorite painting? Dante by Klimt. It's very good. Yes, indeed, it is. Who's your favorite artist? So many great artists in Austria today. But I have to say Klimt. Of course, because he's already here. This man is sucking up to him completely. Ha ha ha. Do you know many people in the art scene? Of course. But I'd like to get to know you. Why you paint me, perhaps? Have you modeled before? No, but of course, given my physique, I have been asked many times. Well, thank you for speaking with me. Enjoying yourself, my boy? Anything I can help you with? See you later. Look at your hunt. Leave France? Not until I find my next subject. Do we have to choose one now? Markert! I would like to paint you. Okay, so we have to choose one. I'm kind of leaning towards the banker, to be honest. I don't really know which one. I don't like either of these two, but I think it'll be interesting. I think we know what our true subject is, to be honest, but we'll just go with it. Mortiz. Margaret! You wanted to purchase one of my paintings. Oh wait, this is interesting. Yes, very much so. I could see whether I'll find something in my workshop. A few sketches, perhaps. That would be wonderful. I would like to paint you. Ah, I feel honored. Where and when? My workshop. At your earliest convenience. Splendid. I shall see you there. Reynard. Oh, too late. Wait. Never mind. Okay, well. So I don't think that's going to be our real subject, but we'll see what happens here. Oh, I must not forget grandfather. I must not forget grandfather. Grandfather, I found my next model. Great. So you are ready to leave? I know I am. Yes, let's go. I had voices for them. I completely forgot what they are. The Lion's Song, Episode 2, Anthology. I don't know how to pronounce this. Salon, my workshop. What's in the salon? I don't need to go back there at the moment. Oh, I see. Okay. My workshop. Look at him. Look at him go. Look at the speed. Knock, knock, knock. Will I be able to capture? Will I be able to capture the layers? My first painting, it had something. Portrait of a servant. What did I see in her? Sadness. Her life, a harsh reality. Old portrait. It doesn't capture them. Okay, alright, I'll open the door. Hold on, well, it's in here. No, we're not opening the door yet. Portfolio. Hermortiz. I still don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, by the way. Mentioned he wanted to purchase some of my sketches. Maybe there's something in here. Inspect. Either from the session with the young composer. I could see some of her layers when talking to her. Even before painting her. But the greatness she would aspire to was still hidden. It might fetch a good price, but it might be too personal, too revealing. She was one of the first I talked to. Pretended to be someone she wasn't. I didn't paint her. But I could still make a few kronen by selling this. Okay. I remember this session. He was a funny gentleman. I wonder if Mortiz has something like this in mind. I mean, I think we could. Vienna. Oh, all right. Oh, here's Vienna. Which painting do you think I should sell? I think I don't know, but the first one, second one, and the third one. What do you think? There's at least someone in chat. I'll give it a second. That was a bit of a delay, so I'm leaning towards the second one, to be honest. I'm not entirely sure. I should shut that knocking up. Give it like a few seconds or something. Actually, the moment, you know, while I'm waiting, these for a little bit anyway. That talk about criticism before. Actually, let me grab my book. I might just read the chapter I wrote. I could find it anyways. Let's see here. Second. Yeah, I'm leaning towards second too. Alright, hold on. Okay, we'll get back to that in a bit. I'll keep that nearby so I can reference it later, but I'll send them per mail. Alright, let's get this infernal knocking over with. Good day! Please have a seat. Hermortiz. I'm just gonna call him her. Friggin'. I'm calling him her. A deviant! I'm told the psychoanalyst Freud provides one. I need to read that book too. I was reading the creative act for a little bit. I still haven't read the Freud book that much, but this is the second time his name has been brought up. So that's 2 times his name has been brought up so far. I'm seeing a pattern. I think I might need to read that book. Just a hint for myself, anyways. A little note. Maybe check that out sooner or later, or maybe check that out sooner or later. You know, at some point. For his subject as well. Oh my God, the clothes you've chosen nicely. You look good. Undress. It's like the two decent lines. Perfect. That's fine. Is whatever. And then just straight up undress. That is an interesting line. I'm not gonna click it because we're on YouTube, but that is an interesting line to say the least. I'm gonna I'm gonna let y'all check that out for yourselves at some point in the future. I'm just gonna check this one. You look very much like the prosperous banker or banker her. I expect all portrait artists flatter their models so. Thus, may the fee be adjusted upwards. Are you comfortable? Or comfortable? If I may, I think I'll stand. You must stand, after all. Ha ha ha. I've never had a model worry about my comfort. I assure you, I'm used to standing. This way, we achieve a necessary rapport, I think. If you're ready, we can begin. Would you mind if I asked you about yourself? As I paint. Only if I may ask questions of you as well. Then it becomes a conversation. Instead of an interrogation. That's true, actually. For art, obviously. No, I'm not doing that on YouTube. I'm trying to get kicked off of YouTube, alright? I'd like to keep my channel very much. I'd like to keep my channel, thank you very much. As you wish. Then ask away! Why did you decide to become a banker? It was decided for me, I'm afraid. My father was a banker, as was my grandfather, and on back through the generations. However, we have a tradition, somewhat rare in my profession. We value people as highly as money. I feel like we have to get out the layers. We have to get out his layers. How much do you sell? How much do you usually sell for one of your paintings? 22,000 kronen. Lie. 50 kronen. 400 kronen. Delicious crow. Oh, no, that's Cromer. No. I'm sorry, but it's none of your business. I mean, it is his business, technically. Let's say 400. 400 kronen. Adequate for a newcomer, I suppose. But I think they're worth much more than that. You got one layer down. You must have legs of steel! How are we progressing? The body of the work is almost complete, but in many regards we are finished. Again, I see layers, but one eludes me. The truth must be literally staring me in the face. The body of the work is almost complete, but you seem frustrated. I hope you won't be disappointed. Would you allow me to see the painting? Yes. I'm sure it came out well. I think you give me too much credit, Markers. And that statement does not come easily. To one who deals in credit. I hope you are pleased. Indeed, yes. You have remarkable talent. And yet, you remain unsatisfied. Yeah. I always be the toughest critic. I know something's missing. I understand. We are very much alike, you and I. I have the better sense of humor. We are perfectionists, always striving for more. I thank you. Show it at the salon, then have it sent to the bank. Hours later. No, not again. It happened again? How long? Hours. Hours gone. Where? What happened? Whoa, it's not a good position right now. I'm also noticing the outline has disappeared. portrait of Reynard Ortiz. Is her then a oh, it's still there. Reynard Ortiz. A rarity among bankers. He cares about those who trust their money to him. I was so close to uncovering that last layer. His true self. Did I choose wrong? I think I chose wrong. What made him able to see himself in others' shoes? Should I take it to the salon? Maybe Fraulein Lawn. Maybe Frau knows how. I could improve it. Yes, come what may. I must take it to the salon. Divion. Oh, this is bed. Will I again find myself lying there with hours lost? Yes, the essence of the artist right there, I tell you. Oh, man. I'll need some new paints and brushes soon. Always something missing. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. I have been dealing with that for like weeks. I've mentioned before, maybe. I've been working on an album. It's been trying to. Something unique. But I swear to God, it's always that. It's not the last part. I'm not done by any sense of the word. I'm very much far away from that point in time. But the composition can sound good, but there's just something missing, and there tends to be, especially nowadays. It just frustrates me because I mean, he seems to know what his last piece is, but when you don't know, it's like you feel like there's an empty void there, and you just don't know how to fill it. It's like you've dug out a hole, but the dirt is missing, so you can't fill it back up. So it's like I need to fill up this hole, but I have no material. I have no material to do so with. Where'd that dirt go? Or where is my material? Where is my material to fill this hole with? I don't know. Ugh. It gets so annoying. It's so frustrating. I swear. It's still on the market, but I understand. Oh my God, it really be like that. The following morning. Go, go, go. Wait, hold on. You tap myself. Wait, what? Hold on, something just popped up. Berg Theater. You can just go. Wait, hold on. There's locations here I can go that aren't highlighted. Carton or Strauss. Guessing like the main plaza. Excuse me. People are piling up in front of the theater. There's a large queue. Everyone wants to see the latest play. City Hall. The fast person. I mean, shoot, this is a whole city. They're just sprinting across the whole place. I love the park in front of City. I love the park in front of City Hall. I'll just take a moment here. Wait, hold on. Is there anything else I can say? Okay, nothing else. Votive Church. What a sight! Okay, that's it. Yep. What else locations are hidden on here? Let's see here. Let's scoot around the place, see if we can find anything interesting. This is one, of course, but something else around here, isn't there's Stephen's Cathedral, yeah. And then anything over here? No. So many people. I'm busy here today. Oh, excuse me, sir. Good day. About the cathedral. No, thank you. Ah, this Stefananzum? Shoot. This reminded me of a DS game. The style of the city, at least. I'd almost say Professor Layton. But that's the only thing that comes to mind. Almost. That's interesting. Truly one of Vienna's finest buildings. My American's just bleeding out from the screen right now. I swear. As all these foreign words I'm mispronouncing, it's like, typical American. Does not pronounce foreign words, of course. Actually terrible at it. Oh, she looks... I actually can't tell, to be honest. Everyone's expression is pretty much the same. Hello, Frau. Oh, hello. I'm happy I didn't have to chase after you today. I have no idea what you mean. You've brought a painting? Yes, it's over there, as you can see. Ha ha ha. Oh, I didn't notice. You just assumed you could bring it here? Would you take a look at it? I'd be honored if you would take a look at it. I expect you would be. You must be feeling brave today. I'm not sure. Unfortunately, I'm already late for another engagement. No. Please tell us what you think. Yes, please don't disappoint us. Ugh. It wasn't a sigh. That was a look of disgust. You've caught something of him. Something perhaps surprising to those who don't know him well. I'm actually not sure what line to pick. It's funny to see it when I know these words. Sim City. Oh, Sim City. I wouldn't have thought Sim City would have had our style at all. That would have caught me off guard, definitely. Yeah, I'm sure if you actually know how to pronounce these words, it's like, look at him screw this up. Can I get a pronunciation guide? No, it's more funny to watch you fail. And I can't blame you, honestly. Can't. Sure, it is kind of funny, isn't it? Anyways, so yeah, I did my best. Yes, perhaps. You approve then? No. Well, it is better. It doesn't really do him justice, does it? I've known him for years. There's much more to him than you show in this painting. A certain veneer, but lacking depth. Yes. I can see the problems now, of course. Yeah, always. There's always one person who's like, actually says this speaks their mind, and everyone else is like, oh yeah, no, I had the same opinion. No. I mean, to be fair, your mind can change. I completely understand that. I've been there. But I also understand this situation. It's very much likely that it is more of a case of, oh, she said it was bad. Well, now it's bad. I'm 90% sure that's what went through their heads right there. Guaranteed. What's missing? You're not being truthful with the brush. You must think outside your own experience. Go out into the real world. Try to see real people. Abandon this bright bubble of high society. Ah, yes, so very bright, if only for a time. Yes, bright indeed. And go where? Do not insult your critics. It's not going to help you at all. But unless they're being complete douchebags, just don't. It's not going to work out very well for you. I'm telling you that right now. Not that I've done that before. It's just not going to end up very well. Other people you've seen other people when they start to insult their critics. If you want to prove them wrong, you have to try and get better. It sucks. It's the hard version of doing it. It's the harder, it's easier to yell at them, but it's not really going to do anything. It's not going to help. Ha! Ask your grandfather. My grandfather? Yes. He climbs mountains. He knows what it's like to feel the sharp rock biting into his hands, black earth underneath under his fingernails. He knows the real world. Why does her name change constantly? I wish I could say the right things. Her Reynard Martise. Oh, I see. It's a full name. Reynard Martise, the banker. There was something about him. I couldn't capture it. I'm assuming that would be the same thing regardless, because that's kind of the arc I'm starting to see here. His arc is kind of learning how to do this well. Joseph's apartment. Grandfather, I need help. Frau told me to experience the real world. I don't know what that means. You know her well. What do you think she meant by that? Meet me at the market later. I'll show you. My voice is really screwed up right now, but that's fine. Oh, now these buildings are highlighted somewhat. Actually, some of the same buildings here. It's just a couple of them have been highlighted. Does that meet the market? What if I go to the cafe? I'm curious as to why this is bigger. Was everything to your liking? Yes. Delicious? Anything else for you, mine her? I'm fine, thank you. Would you take a look at my equations? Or would you look at my equations? I would value your opinion. If you would like. Or if you like. But I assure you, this is outside my expertise. Thank you, Nenner. You are a good friend. There are more coats there. There are more coats than there are people here. Well, it is autumn, I suppose. Smoker. He's humming to himself. Sounds like the lion's song. Of course, of course. He seems a bit troubled. Excuse me, waiter. What can I do for you? I'd like some coffee, please. Certainly. What kind? What in the what are these names? What are these names? Oh god. Oh boy. I'm not even gonna. Do I even try to pronounce these? I'm gonna butcher them completely. Oh no. Oh this. Oh, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. Okay. Girl, brown there. Melange. I think it's melange. Milch coffee. I'm guessing milk coffee. Verlangater. Or Verlangerter? Verlangerter. It's I don't know what any of these are. I'm assuming it's milk coffee. That's my best guess. I'm just gonna pick that one. Delicious. Okay. So poster. A poster advertising the new play at the Berg Theater. Cakes. Also, all sorts of delicious cakes. Sacre Tort. The Sacre Tort. Doberstort. Wiener Tort. Esterezi. Oh, what the Esterezi Tort? I don't know if I pronounced that right. First one's wrong immediately. Of course. Only. I'm sorry. I saw that big letter and I was like, oh, it's a German letter. I don't know how to pronounce that. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know how to pronounce that either. Oh, and some Vanillekeifer. No, there's an L there. Vanillekeifer? Kefeifer? I don't know. It's just that's what this wasn't what I had planned. I have mentioned every German word in this entire game. Kitchen. I can't screw that one up right. I don't have any business back there. Yeah, you probably don't. Also, I forgot to eat. I forgot to eat before the stream. I did all my dailies and then I realized I had time, so I decided to play. I decided to play a round of Risk of Rain 2. So I didn't eat before I came over here. I didn't eat before I started this. And I'm seeing desserts. Now I'm like, god dang it, man. I can go downstairs and eat something later, but I don't have any desserts. But now I want a dessert, and I don't feel. The big letter is just a double S into a D. I mean, I thought it was like the capital double S. That's what I've seen that before. But it also looks like a B. Part of it, I think, is just the font. Mostly the font, because I didn't think it was the S. But I'm also not entirely sure I pronounced that. I'm somewhat sure because I've seen it, heard it before. But initially, it's not coming to me. Whatever, we're moving on. So I do love how every time we walk past people, we just kind of see their layers, if they have any anyways. If they're interactable, we can see the layers. My table. You sit back down? Oh, alright. Guess what, your coffee something? Excuse me, waiter. What can I do for you? Never mind. Okay. Can you just order a bunch of coffee? He's completely lost in that book. Venus and Furs. That's gonna be important later. Mathematicians. What an extraordinary face. I wonder what they're discussing. No, he's too difficult. What a subject that man would make. I must paint him. Gentlemen, please, pardon the intrusion. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Franz Markert. The artist. Sir, this is an honor. What can we do for you? It is your friend here. Her? Shell. Emile Shell. You must forgive me, but I have been studying you from across the room. Oh? The layers of you are contradictory somehow. Layers? Contradictory? Not at war with one another, but a duality. Changing. At first I thought one thing, but later I saw another in conflict with the first. Changing, you say? I must paint you. We still have a lot to discuss. Would you mind asking me later? Not at all. Gentlemen, pray, continue your luncheon. Slender mathematician. Talk to me again. Herschel, have you reconsidered? We still have a lot to discuss. Would you mind asking me later? Not at all. Gentlemen, continue luncheon? Okay, cool. Maitre D, I'm assuming. I'd like to order a... Don't blame the font now. Come on. It didn't help me at all, alright? I'd like to order a grosser browner, please. I hope I didn't pronounce that right. I know I already didn't. I already know I didn't. Excuse me. You know what? Let's see. We can order one. Let me order one. Do a grosser browner, please. Certainly. Please take a seat at your table. The waiter will be right with you. Actually, I wonder if we can take one to get to his granddad. Excuse me, waiter. What can I do for you? Oh, I can actually... You know what? Get some coffee, please. What kind? Grosser brownie. I'm butchering it completely. All German speakers in my chat are just banging their head against the wall. God, this stupid American. It's like, well, I don't know what else to say. It's just, actually, this is Vienna. What? This is Vienna. Isn't Vienna in Italy? Why is the one German? That's curious. That's interesting. Actually, know what time period this is. Anyway, let's go to the market. I'm pleased you asked me. I'm pleased you asked me to meet you. But something is on your mind. What can I do for you, my boy? Frau, Frau asked me to speak to you. Do you need someone to tell you when to see me? No, of course not. She wants she wants you to lecture me. How can I help? What do you think the real world is? What do you think the real world is? For me, the real world is the north face of the Plu Alto, the upper end of the overhang from the foot of the rock face, is 40 horizontal meters. My God. It was first climbed in 1879. I climbed it with Daniele a year later. That's as real as it gets. I thought this market would be real enough for me. Of course it is real. Not like the salon. Their world is made of words. Gret knows this. Gret knows this. It is in Ostia, the capital. Oh. Austria, you mean? Oh, that would make sense. This stream is too funny. Oh no. Oh, okay. All right. I didn't expect it to be funny. I'm fine with it. I'm cool with it. But I didn't come in here. I didn't anticipate butchering several German words when I came in here. That wasn't the plan. But it is what it is. But the real world, our world, this is made of deeds. Not as dramatic as my example, but real all the same. I understand that, Granddad. Okay, then. Let's see if you do. Look over there. The woman. The vegetable stall. What do you see? Someone who cares herself well for her age. A plump, middle-aged woman. Must have been beautiful when she was younger. A woman who carries herself well for her age. That's Madame Erika Thurnhart, or Thurnhart. She was once a famous she was once a famous actress, wasn't she? She still is. And one of the most beautiful women who ever breathed. You know her? I did. Once upon a time, before I met your grandma. Let's go speak to her. Speak to her, Franz? Speak to her, Franz. It may sound strange to say this of an actress, but she is one of the realest people you will ever meet. Then we'll talk to her. Madame Thurnhart. Excuse me, Madame Thurnhart. Or Thurnhart. Why, hello there. Oh, God. I gotta stop doing this to me. Oh, no. I can't even start. Why, hello there, Shoe Knuckle. Shoe Knuckle. Forgive the intrusion. Forgiven? Didn't I see you at the Berg Theater last week? Front row? Ah, yes. I was there. It wasn't our best night, but what can you do? What indeed? My name is. You must see my next piece. Schnitzler. They say it's forbidden in Germany. So much is. Yes, I'll be sure to see it. My name. Now don't tell me. You sent chocolate. You sent chocolates. You sent chocolates to my dressing room, perhaps. Well, actually, of course I wasn't able to eat them. I'm on a strict diet. Always. You have to look good, especially for the boys in the front row. That's why I'm at this stall. Ah, madame, such a celebrated actress. Anything you want. Half fries? Ha ha ha. Now, Shoenickel, what did you say your name was? My name is Franz Margaret. But no, you can't be. You're too young, You think of my grandfather, Joseph. Your grandfather, Joseph? Yes, how silly of me. How is Joseph? I don't suppose he still climbs. Every chance he can. And still, your grandmother, or aunt, and your grandmother. She passed away a few years ago. The herbalist. I must not forget to stop at the herbalist. Well, are you coming? So much happened in that 2 seconds, man. I'm not in the mood for political banter, especially when it involves meat prices. Vegetable vendor, not a worry in the world. See their shadows, a little bit more vague because they're not really interacting with people. Old lady, I can't see what she's selling. Shopping crowd, high time at the market. So many people. I won't get through here. Policeman. A policeman. Real? Maybe. A suitable model? Hardly. Wow. Exotic wares from the New World. Oh, let's see how old this is. The New World. I'm assuming this means Americas then. That's a lot of vials. Facial powders, creams, teas. Okay, that's it, yeah. Wait, what did it say? What did he say? Flasks containing all sorts of magic cures. You try this magic pill, it'll make you 10 times younger. This pill makes doctors hate you. Heck, they'll try to kill you if they find you. It's so good, it puts them out of a job, so they try to kill you if they find it. Even the government's tried to find me for selling this cure for you. Heck, I even got arrested one time. They tried to destroy all my stock, but I left a box of it in the hills, I guess. I don't know. I found it later to sell back to people. I'm telling you, it's the good stuff right here. It's good to see you again, Madame Fernhardt. Let's see. What do we have here? I just can't make up my mind. What are your choices? The green, the blue, or the red one? RGB. What do you think? I imagine it must be hard to always look good, or always look as good as you do. Would you read the labels for me? My eyes. Red's foot bathing powder, blue's exotic green, anti-aging gel. Exotic skincare. The blue's exotic skincare. And? This is anti-aging gel. And? Foot bathing powder. I have all of them already. You don't need them. Liar. You're Franz Margaret, the painter? Yes. Would you paint me? I'm asking because I feel you understand me. I might. But if I did, I would paint you as you are, without all this. Why? Because you are real. You would paint who I am. You would paint me. Yes. If you would only let me. When will you decide? Soon. Before the day is out. I will make a decision over luncheon. As will I. Thank you. And tell your grandfather over there to come visit me. It's been too long. Shoe-knuckle. I want to paint you. Please, meet me at my workshop at Hallenstrasse. Oh, yes. Hallenstrasse 10. How exciting! I will be there soon. Alright, let's try to move this way. So, she wants you to visit her. She saw me. Yes. Oh, I have an engagement at my club. Oh, climber sharing lies. Have fun. Was it of help to you? Seeing the real world? I don't know. Take care, my boy. So much for lunch, I suppose. Today's bargains. Bacon, 30. Saying 30 kron. I keep thinking of Cromer from freaking Deltarune. And now it's messing me up. It's Cronin. 30 Cronin per pound, per kilogram, sorry. This is a good measurement. 30 Cronin per kilogram. Market is somewhere over here, but that's gone. Interesting. Go! Go, my friend, go! Your little legs, let them sprint! Let them sprint! Go! Almost there. It's funny, you can run a marathon with that speed. This is a whole city. Look how fast it went over there. I mean, if I don't see the time passing, but still. It's empty. Anything new? My paints and brushes are willing colleagues. I must do them justice. Market. Good tools are no substitute. Good tools are no substitute for practice. That is true, actually. They are not to blame. Good tools can help, of course, but you gotta make the most of what you have sometimes. You see it in her hope to escape her life to someday. But I see it in her sadness. The stage is set. All props are in their expected places. Madame Thernhardt, a veiled woman, enters stage left. Please have a seat, Madame Thernhardt. A lovely tune by Dorful is quietly played in the background. Madame Thernhardt sits and demurely arranges her skirt. She speaks. You look tired. You look so tired. Schnuckle. Or Schnuckle. Oh, Schnuckle. Was Schnuckle the correct pronunciation the whole time and I've just been screwing it up the whole time? I think I'm messing it up until now. I think I'm messing up till now. Oh. Oh, God. Oh, I'm messing it up till now, haven't I? Oh, okay. We're moving on. And those in the market, too. Are you well? I haven't been sleeping. Would you like to postpone? I'm at peace when I paint. Very well. Now this is how you would have me pose. Would you mind undressing? Strip. just straight up look at her dead-eyed. Strip. Actually, it reminds me of Persona 5. If you ever watched Persona 5, a bit of spoilers, legitimately, what character's in there, his name is Yusuke, does the exact same thing. They're trying to talk. The group before it was just Joker, Morgana, Ryuji, and An. They're trying to talk. They were saying it wrong. Shoot knuckle. God, I knew it. I was like, this ain't right, bro. This ain't right. Nah, Chief. I can't make this up, bro. Oh no. Bro, I can't. Okay, we're just gonna move on and try not to think about it too hard. What was I talking about? Okay, what was I talking about? Yes. Character Yusuke. He was purely artistic. The dude just has zero social skills at all. when he's talking about On, he normally talks. He normally, whenever he paints people, he paints them naked. So he talked to On. He's like, "Yeah, I want to paint you and whatnot." She goes over, talks to him and everything. And as he starts painting her, he's like, "Yeah, you're gonna need to strip." She's like, "Wait, what? What do you mean strip?" "Yes, I need you to strip." Like, no, like, it's like, yeah, no, this is not because this is not this. He's like, "This is nothing sexual. This is purely artistic. I just need you to strip." It's like, "No, I'm not gonna do that." Like, yeah, I don't know how you. I mean, it depends on what person. It really depends on what person. It's just an interesting. It's just an interesting observation. Would you remove the veil, please? I would for the street only. I still have my vanity, I'm afraid. There now. No artifice. No subterfuge. I am as you see me. Your beauty shines through. Lack of face powder does that. Madame, I can't paint it. I can't paint if I'm laughing. You think I'm pretty, Schnuckle. Your voice. You remind me of a surgeon. So calm. It won't hurt, will it? You promise me? You promise me? I promise. May I ask you questions while I paint? Now you sound like Freud. Once again, another reference to Freud. I have to read that book now. If I'm gonna next time, I will have read some of that book because apparently it's gonna be important here. It's been mentioned. It's been mentioned. His name he's been name dropped multiple times here. So I feel like it's gonna be. I feel like that. Some of that. So I'm assuming what some of what he's done is gonna be important to the story. At least it may not be super important to the story, but I feel like it will be relevant in further discussion. So, I'll try to read some of that book before next stream, because I didn't expect it to be dropped multiple times, and I think we'll have some good discussions with that extra information as well. So I'll be remembering that for next time. That'll be something I'll keep in my mind. Is remember to read the book about Freud. But for now, we'll just have to move on then. I'm just keeping in mind these references, though. Do you know Freud? Oh, here we go. Shoot, this is where I could actually add to the conversation, but whatever. Someone else compared me to him in the salon. He has helped me many times. I seem to collect neuroses like souvenirs from the characters I play. Oh, there's the third layer. Hours later. Act 2. The young painter looks haggard. His model looks as fresh as a tulip bud. Your voice is very melodic. Thank you. I always enjoyed emphasizing the different voices of my characters. Why did you become an actress? So that handsome young men would fall in love with me. Tell the truth now. That was the truth. Of course, after a time, I realized I could take the audience by the hand, open their eyes, and lead them to a new world. There was power in that. And love. There's another outline has been etched here. What is your principal vice? Schnuckle, really? What kind of question is that to ask a lady? Oh, never mind. I'm an actress, not a lady. Sex, alcohol, gambling. Based on the words so far, I feel like it's probably the first one. It's like sex? Sex is delightful. But it's not a vice. It's a necessity. Like breathing or eating or good reviews. It's one way of looking at it, I suppose. She'd be on Tinder all the time. I mean, fair enough. Do what you want to do. Is it alcohol? Drink can be a wait, convivial actually that's a word I've actually haven't seen, but that's a word I haven't seen before. Drink can be convivial, I'm not sure. Companion of the moment, but it will never be a friend. This is gambling. I've only gambled on love. Once I thought I'd won, but it wasn't to be. What is it then? Why, gluttony, of course. I'm surprised you could paint me. Ah, the last layer, and that hidden layer, isn't it? And still need to ask. Saw 4 pop up out of her. A few more hours later. Act 3. The actress feels the layers of her psyche being peeled back like an artichoke. One of many vegetables she hates. Apropos. When we met at the market. You're interested in the herbalists. That's another word I haven't seen before. Tinctures. Or yeah, I don't know. It's in the herbalist tinctures. Why? I cannot stop the ravages of time. But I will surely go down trying. There's another layer etched in here now. I'm almost finished. And? You're a wonderful model. Why do you hesitate? I'm missing something. I've seen more layers with you than any of my earlier models, but I know I'm missing something. Is this why you can't sleep? It's worse than that. I have blackouts. I have this feeling that I'm empty. I have no layers at all. I'm one of 3 sisters. I understand. No, my sisters are strong, admired, great women. It was easy to tell when we were children. They were destined for great things. I was not. Oh. But you are a great actress. Too many in Vienna society, there is no such thing. Or to many in Vienna society, there is no such thing. Many think us little better than whores. There's no in between. Interesting. It's like it fits in the middle of all of this. You can kind of, I feel like it's just actually fitting in the middle of all this, but it's hard to tell. This is new. It's like a fallen angel. I think it should be her naked, but she's crying. My God, it's new. It is not new. It has been that way for ages. No, I see more. No! Come back! No! It's gone. I've lost it. It's gone. Curtain. He blacked out again, didn't he? Hours later, I finished the painting at dawn. Now it is near dawn again. I've lost an entire day, and my fate awaits me. Yeah, that's rough. Madame Therenhart, the actress. She's a woman full of love. There was something I couldn't capture. I can see that it's missing. Go home. It's interesting. Some of these layers are brighter, some of them are darker. And I guess it's probably that darker layer that we're looking for. The following morning. To the salon. Go! Banana, banana, you need a soundtrack for when he's running around. It's a little banana, 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 something like that. Something that goes hard. Oh, he looks a bit haggard now, unfortunately. Various paintings. So many famous paintings, and mine right next to them. Will I ever be good enough? Clint. Ah, interesting. Her, Clint. Please excuse my appearance. Herr Clint, please excuse my appearance. You look terrible, Margaret. Whatever is the matter? I'm tired. Just a little tired. Tired? Would you allow me to paint you? I call it The Walking Dead. Have you seen Frau? Yeah, I was just giving up on pronouncing your name, by the way. And I doubt she knows you brought another painting. I'll telephone her. Oh, hey. Are you all right? My painting. You've made great progress, as I knew you would. You knew I would. Forget the painting. Forget the painting? For now, Margaret. Just for now. You really don't look well. What happened to you? I had a blackout. More than one. What do you mean? It's my voices. I need. We're overlapping. I lose hours. They're just blank. When does this happen? After every painting? You need a doctor. I just need some sleep. No. You need Freud. God's sake. I'm about to bring out that book for a second here. It's not going to help at all. But I'm tempted to bring out the book. Freud. So, oh my God. Dr. Freud's office. Just keep talking. About what? Anything that comes to your mind. Pictures, words, stories. I see people in layers. You mean like onions? Yes! Onions! They have layers! It's like ogres! No. What do these layers look like? What do these layers look like? It depends on the layers. Some look like the person. Some look entirely different. Or like a symbol. It's hard to describe. Naturally. If it were easy, you wouldn't need me. They shift in and out. They shift in and out of my perception. What do you think they stand for? Aspects of the personalities. Do you see your own layers? No. Why not? I don't have any. Rubbish. As a child, look for them in the mirror. Wrong mirror. Wrong mirror? What does that mean? I don't know. It sounded good. Oh my God. Man, it really said, that sounded prophetic, didn't it? It did, didn't it? Yeah, I know. That's because I'm a doctor. Yeah, just doctor moment, you know? I've never been able to see them. Ah, that's different. Do you see layers of people? I wouldn't call them that. What do you call them? We're not here to discuss me. We're here to discuss you. I don't know what you want me to say. Many of my patients find it hard to talk about themselves. Hold on, let me drink some water real quick. I didn't really get water at least. Ugh. What do you do? I kick the furniture after they leave. Does that help? No, it hurts like hell. But it's better than me kicking them. They won't talk. If they won't talk, how can I help? I've had blackouts. Wonderful. No, they aren't. Wonderful that you're talking, not the blackouts. What typically happens on days when you lose time? On days when you lose time. I paint my portraits. paint my portraits. You talk to your models. Ask about their lives. Yes, it helps reveal the layer. It helps reveal the layers. Naturally. You're psychoanalyzing them. I mean, yeah. Oof. A few days later. He's been here for a few days. Or just like a few days later, he's coming recurringly. I'm assuming it's the latter. Yeah, it's the latter. Let's pick up where we left off. In the last session, you paint your portraits. What happens after your patients? What happens after your patients leave? I guess I black out. I spoke with Madame Therenhart. She told me she's a patient of yours. There's one layer. She mentioned... Oh. Wait! Something just happened. Please share it. I want to be excited too. I saw a layer. My layer. Reflected in my glasses. Me symbolically seeing into your soul. I'm not even looking at you. Your glasses. I'm not even looking at you. Oh. Well, that's disappointing. Frank he is. Where did you see it? Right there above. Around me. A secret desire, perhaps? My own lair. That's the first time. What did Madame Therenhart tell you? She wondered about the second easel in your workshop. What second easel? It has a canvas on it, covered by a sheet. Oh my god. I didn't even see one. I think the game hid it from us. I think it hid it from us until now. I mean, you can go back and stream and check if you want to. But I think the game hid it from us the entire time. Which is a cool twist if that's the case. There's no second easel in my workshop. Well, in that case, I won't suggest you immediately go to your workshop and rip off that sheet. You're not making sense. My god, it just happened again. I saw another of my layers. Go to your workshop. Marker. Rip off that sheet. If you can. It's all downhill from there. Yeah, that's what therapy is like. It's going to hurt. At Freud's office. I don't need to go back there at the moment. Can I actually go back into here? Interesting. Can you actually enter this? I don't need to go back here at the moment. See, you walked all the way over here. Just tell me. Yeah, I don't need to go in there. Yeah. Hold on, let me go to the door. Let me go to the front door. Let me go to the front door real quick. Look into the front door. Look straight at the front door. It's like you walk up to a Walmart. You walk into a Walmart. You stare right at the Walmart. You stare right at the front door of Walmart. You're just like, yeah, I know I drove all the way over here, but I don't need to buy anything. You just turn and leave. Like, why? Also, yeah, I guess so. See, I think the game hid it from us too. I'm about to see. We're gonna see it show up now. Actually, you know what? Wait. Before we point it out, I think this in the corner. I don't know if it's this. It might be in this corner. It's hidden from us. It's hidden from us physically. Or it's this thing in the corner right here. That's my guess. But we're gonna find out in a second. No easel. The layers. They're gone? Oh, nope, here. Yep, it was in this corner. Okay. What? Okay, so. Alright then. Yeah, it was hidden from us. It's me. My god. I've been trying to find my layers. But I saw them. They're there. It's me. Is this what I've been painting during my blackouts? I tried to find the layers. I tried to find the layers. I tried to find the layers that resonate with me. It's far from complete. Time to finish. Oh God, I can't. My God, come on. Give me a second. Give me a second here. But no rushing at this time. Okay, body. I get it. I get it. I get it. Also, I believe this is the Lion song in the background too. Although I think it has more I think it actually has more notes now, which is interesting. But no rushing it this time. Deformed figure, covering figure, torn figure, bleeding figure. This figure bears the closest. This figure bears the closest resemblance to me. During my session with Freud, I saw my own layers, but for a very short moment. Can I bring them out again? When did they show? When? Heh, yeah, because it's Freud. Because it's Freud. He's a guy about dreams. We'll talk about that later. At some point, and by later I mean another stream, because I didn't read that book yet. I will get to it. I swear. We will have that discussion, because I'm sure it'll come up again. Not that it was about me. Wasn't paying full attention. It's like that's one layer down. Hours later. Cowering figure. Is that Hormortiz? Hormortiz. This feels familiar. Mention her sense of humor. Seemed to care about others around him. Other people. He cares about those around him. Do I too? My models. I want them to feel safe when I paint them. I want them to be understood. To open up. Hours later. Yeah, I think the song in the background is getting more, as that actually has more. What I'm looking for. More sections now than it did before. At least more instruments. Because I know the soundtrack, when I looked at it on the store, mentioned that it does evolve as episodes go on. So we'll hear the Lion song throughout each of the episodes, but it'll evolve as it goes, which I think would be really cool. So I think that is the Lion song right now. It's playing. Figure reminds me of Madame Thornheart. I enjoyed painting her so much, but there's also something about myself, something we share. Passion. She's a very passionate woman. But what are we both passionate about? The being work, they celebrated. I'm actually not sure. Self-pitying work being celebrated. I think it's by this one. Self-pitying. It's true. Yet hardly something the Madame is passionate about. No, that can't be right. Oh, so I did screw it wrong. I picked wrong. Hours later. A hastily painted figure. It's hard to make out what exactly it's supposed to be. No wonder. Past weeks have been revealing. Haha. You give it frowns. But in everyone I meet, there was a connection. Even with those where I saw no layers. Even with... What was there? Great lawn... Great... Great Lonazak. Behind the harsh critique seemed to be concern. I wouldn't be painting now if it wasn't for her. Oh, did we miss one? I will back it up. I will back it up. I swear to God. We fucked one of them up. We can't go back for that one, can we? This is me. The first time I feel we messed one up. God dang it! No. I swear to God, we'll go backwards. We'll go back. We'll fix this later. I'm gonna lose my mind if it's doing something with me. Reflected by others. About to show them. Show her. This is what I've been missing. No, there's no missing. I'm mad. I am very mad. I'm very mad. I'm not happy. Let's go to the market. I'm not happy. I'm very much not happy. I just wasn't paying attention properly then. Oh, and my see, that's perfectionist right there. I'm not happy about missing that. We will come back to that. Oh, Franz. What a surprise. Are you all right? What are you doing here? How are you? I feel fantastic. I started a new undertaking. Well, not new precisely. I attempted this many years ago, but couldn't finish. What are you doing here? I'm just browsing at the flower stand. Let's talk about you. See you later, Granddad. Take care, Franz. Here's the flowers, tulips, and lots of other flowers. Flowers, creams, teas, a lot of vials. Anything this way? I guess not. Just curious what else is here. See what she's selling. Not a worry in the world. Today's bargains, bacon, 30 kroner. Yep. Loads of meat. So much meat. Yeah. Yeah. This entire pig head there. I was pronouncing. My internet may go out. Oh, it's a heavy storm. Oh God. Oh, I was pronouncing great. Is it great? Is it great or grit? I have no idea. I genuinely have no idea. I heard the word before. But I think, and it's I think part of it that's making it where I can't pronounce it properly. I genuinely have no idea, and I know it's gonna bother me when I figure it out too. I'm tempted to look it up. I'm gonna look it up. Screw it. We're doing this one. I'm tired of messing it up. I just need to know how to pronounce. Look up the name. Great, and it just. Okay, you know, before I continue to screw this up, let me actually. Yeah, Greta. Greta. That's the name. Greta's the name I've heard before. That's why I'm like, is it Gret? I'm guessing it's Gret. It's my best guess. It's Gret, right? I hope I'm not screwing that up too. Margaret. Oh, maybe that is. Okay, maybe that is just Gret then. Shoot. Oh my God. My level of salt is now double fold. It's like Greta, kind of, but more accented. Greet? I don't know. I'm looking at Wikipedia right now, and it's like it mentioned Crete along with the other words, but I don't know if this is to be fair. English is a weird one where it's like, yeah, just because the words look the same or look similar doesn't mean they sound the same. Very much indifferent, but you know, I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Do I have Google Translate on here? Normally I don't use Google Translate, but I'm actually gonna use it for this pronunciation here. Let me find this real quick. I need to know. Like language. Come on. Yes, German. Alright. Give me pronunciation. Come on. Speak it out loud, please. No. Okay. Okay, come on. Wait, what? Greta. So, God, I lose my fucking mind. Okay. Alright. I'll have that up to my side. Not for everything else. Just for this. Just for this. Okay, moving on. So, you know, let's not go there yet. Yeah, let's go to the workshop. See if we can do anything on there first. Can we fix that picture, please? It's gonna bother me if we don't. I'm gonna go backwards. I'm gonna fix that I'm gonna fix that painting. Okay, fine. 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 I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. That one section is missing. The one section is off, and it's gonna bother me to no end. Finally. I've not heard from you in weeks. Are you alright? What can I do for you, Franz? Looking for Greta. Greta. Think like greater, but in an accent. Greta. Oh, yes, right? Is that right? I hope. It's what the Google Translate said, so I'm gonna assume that's close enough. She comes by from time to time, but not as often as she used to. Something wrong? Maybe. I don't know. The adventure. The Tillaton? But the titillation. Oh, the titillation are gone. She has seen it all. And with you not coming here anymore. Anyway. I have another painting. Well, let me see it. It's not perfect. See, now I'm mad. Now I'm looking for perfection. Shoot. Don't show this to anyone. Some paintings are just aren't meant to be seen. Why? Our audience. They want to see something. They want to see something mesmerizing, something magical. They don't want to keep. They don't want to peek. They don't want to peek behind the curtain of mastery. They want mastery to remain a mystery, to remain mystery, unachievable. Don't show them the journey. Show them the show them the destination. This painting. Its journey through and through. What happened in the past weeks? I started working on a new painting. It's going to be glorious. You know where? Do you know where? Okay. Do you know where Greta lives? If I did, why should I tell you? I can try to bring her back to the salon. Very well. Wait a moment. Here, this is it. Thank you, Gustav. Thank you, Gustav. Greta's apartment. Oh no. It's a practice in pronunciation today. Not a practice, not topics, just pronunciation. Greta's apartment the same afternoon. This is her. What are you doing here, Franz? What do you want? What do I want from her? Why bother her? Is this not it? This painting? Who's there? Interesting. It's like a test, isn't it? How well do you know yourself? It's me. How did you find me? Klimt. A Kilmt. I don't... Once again, I'm just screwing up our pronunciation today. So it's practice pronunciation. What can I do for you? I want to thank you. To thank you. For what for? Critiquing my work. You didn't seem so happy at this time. You were protecting me from the back scratchers. You were protecting me from the back scratchers. Making sure I would not become too pleased with myself too soon. Too pleased with myself too soon. It's too easy to lose one's perspective. You saw something was missing, didn't you? Something. Yes, but you found it. We found it together. You were in a bad way, and I confess I was somewhat responsible. You needed to push me. I understand that now. Paint a new portrait. A self-portrait worthy of Van Gogh. The cost was high, but I would never have survived had I not painted it. I'd like to buy it. It's not for sale. Oh. I understand. Would you let me paint you? Do you think you're ready? I'm not. Humility! I am not. But that's all I wanted to say to you. Goodbye. Wait. Will you stay for tea? As long as you'll have me. Frau. Love of God. I'll try the full name this time. Fraulein. Oh no. No. Okay. Alright, hold on. We send her. Oh no. Fraulein Lonezak. Is that right? Fraulein Lonezak. I know I butchered that completely, but I try. Oh no. We'll have discussions after this. Don't worry. My friends call me Greta. Greta. Oh, I can't. I can't make this up, man. So, you found reality after all. I found myself. Would you let me paint you, Granddad? Do you feel you're ready, grandson? As ready as I'll ever be. Would you paint me in my Would you paint me in my prime, scaling the Piu Alto, I'd paint you as you are. No, I paint you in your prime today. So be it. If you choose to paint me, I'd be honored. Granddad, wait up. Who shall I paint? Oh, this is a tough question. I feel like it makes more sense to paint Greta. I think that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. Greta. So be it. Finn. It's quicker than last time, I'll tell you that much. %, also gave the portrait to Liaos. Interesting. 43% also painted the banker's portrait. We gave the painting away? We win. Wait, actually, when did we give the painter away? The paint. What? 77% also painted the actress's portrait. To 32% also won Great's affection. Great's. I screwed it up again. One last time, just to piss everyone off. You know, that's how it is. Oh boy, a bright man with a bold heart. I hate math. Must hide her true self be heard. Yes, derivation. A derivation. Reminding myself of freaking all that crap back in. Ugh. Don't remind me of math too much, please. I mean, it wasn't too bad, to be fair. It's more useful for game development, but either way. Reger Eigner. Executive production. Quantic Lab. Quality assurance, yep. Molecular engine. The same people as before. Of course, now a different situation, right? Rachel writing, Stefan Serb. I'm not gonna try and pronounce everyone's names. It's just not gonna work out very well. We have already had enough casualties today in the pronunciation discussion. I'm not doing that again. Art. Still game design and scripting. Writing. Sure, it's technical direction, development, distribution and production, consulting, administration and organization support, quality assurance, writing and story consulting. You can exit out the window? Yeah, let's go out the window. Interesting. A little bit less popular decisions this time. Interesting. So, what is the main discussion for today that I was talking about before? I think you should have a stream where you just have a stream where you just pronounce foreign words. I mean, that was basically half the stream. trying my best to not butcher foreign words as much as possible, and failing spectacularly. I'm telling you, my Americanness has never been more obvious than today. Every European viewer is just looking at me like, oh, typical American. Ugh. Cannot pronounce even the slightest foreign word. It's pathetic. I was pronouncing German words back when I was in high school, back when I was in elementary school. Back when I was in what are the for divisions in Europe for schooling? It's not the same as over here. So I have no. I've heard it before. I don't remember what it's called. It's like, no, I don't remember. I genuinely don't. But it's not as important. Where am I? Where is my writing? Yes, right here. Let me turn on the lights. Normally I don't have this on, but I'll turn on the lights here. I can read. Here we go. I'll come back over here. So, criticism. It sucks. Believe me, I know it sucks. It actually does. But I think it is also important, and you've heard it's important before. But I think it's good to reframe how that actually is. Well, let me help you reframe it. So I'm gonna spend the whole time reading this, but let me see here. Let me read off this chapter for you. Actually, I'm gonna read the whole chapter for you guys because it's just gonna be, nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear and hear me read all stuff, but I'll read part of it. Something called the nature of quality. And I've talked about it before. Actually, no, let me actually read this whole thing. I've talked about it before. Nature of quality. I want to be getting more, go into a slightly deeper discussion here. So it's been since a critical part of this chapter. I think it's important. So, criticism hurts, but it's necessary to grow one's craft. In the same way that you work out your body by pushing it to its limits, creating micro tears that heal themselves and become stronger, so too must someone push their boundaries and receive critique in order to orient themselves in the correct direction. The problem with art, or maybe the artists, is that art is inherently expressive and subjective. What someone creates out of passion, whether it be of good quality or not, is born from the person's thoughts, views, and experiences. Not all art tells a message, but most of it has a piece of the artist. As such, when criticism is levied against a piece of art, it can feel like a personal attack because that art is unique to you. And if the art may contain a message, thought, or idea, then criticism can feel like an attack on these things, or worse, a rejection of them. However, last night, and this was back a couple years ago, I was thinking to myself about some feedback I received, and through reviewing a previous thought I had, I managed to think of a way to reframe the criticism in a more growth-minded way. Though I will note, I highly doubt it would completely nullify that internal defensiveness. Art is an expression and a craft. Art is a vessel that can hold one of a few concepts, thoughts, ideas, and messages. Art is subjective, and as such, that part of art cannot be improved by the work itself. However, art is also a craft. One's craft refers to the quality of the work. In the case of drawing, it can mean line work, shadows, and detail. In music, this can mean clarity, dynamics, and composition. In this way, the quality of the work becomes a vehicle by which the vessel of the work is transported from the artist to the audience. The better the quality, the better the vehicle. The better the vehicle, the more likely the vessel will make it to the audience. It is in this way that two paintings with the same serious message can be taken in two different ways. As the painting of lesser quality may be looked down upon because the package never reached its destination. The message wasn't received. With this in mind, criticism of the craft should be taken as a way to improve the delivery of your message. It isn't always that way, but more often than not, those who criticize your work are not criticizing your ideas and thoughts, just how they're receiving them. And I think that's important, especially for this game so far, because, especially as shown by the ending, it's very clear that Greta's intentions were not hostile. She didn't just roast him for no reason. She genuinely wanted to push him to the next level because she saw something that was genuinely missing from his work. And when she saw the state of him, saw how he looked, how disheveled he was, how much he cared. I mean, she could tell she cared about him. She was like, "Hey, I think you should talk to this person, go get some help, or talk to this other person, go get some help." She's trying to orient him in the right direction because she could see that he has potential. And if you can withstand the criticism of your craft, then you can elevate yourself. And I know for myself personally that I've definitely had that before. Oh my god, have I had that before. You know, I remember this time, a long time, like a few years ago, when I made this song for supposed to be a game at the time, and I thought it was really good. I think I posted it on my old SoundCloud. It's like one of the latest songs that are on there that isn't retweeted, or isn't re-shared or whatever. And I used to like that song a lot. At least I liked the song after I made it, and I shared it on a Discord server. And he came back. It was my friends. He came back to me with multiple paragraphs of critique. It was like I didn't ask for this. It's directly after message. Like the first message I got back was from another friend. It's like, "This is pretty good." Second message I got was from him. He actually just completely destroyed that song. I was mad for a little while. But then I started reading it a bit more, and I actually started putting some of that into practice. And I definitely improved. I create, you know, it. I did post that Mega Darkness album. You know, that album mix, even though it's not that good quality, but it's there. And I think after Pixel's Last Stand, that is when that criticism I got happened. And after that, I started putting it in there. Some of it was just like, "Hey, kind of hear those obvious parts where I just cut out the music completely, and then goes in the downbeat." You know, that was one of the things That was one of the things he suggested. And I started doing it, and it helps add to that dynamics. It started, give you a pause, a break for the downbeat. It's not new. It's not super extreme, but it's that little thing to push you a bit further. And I know these things are going to happen more as I continue. And if you're on the same pathway, it's going to happen to you at some point. And I also know it's not going to, just even with what I've said, of just remembering that for when criticism comes your way, it's not a critique on who you are or what your beliefs are. It is a critique on, just as I said before, at least the way I've described it. It's your critique on the craft, which in this case you can think of the craft as the delivery method of your message. So, if your message was never received, people can feel that. It's like, so think of it. Think of a portrait. Or actually, think of a picture, a dark picture, like in terms of dark in terms of theming. Say, for hypothetically, let's just say depression. And there's a very big difference between a portrait painted by a young child and a portrait painted by a professional painter. The child's, maybe not a child, but just, it's very clear the difference between an amateur painting and an expert painting, or master's painting. They're both they both have the same, at least generally the same message. But the rookie's painting people, or it's harder to take the rookie's painting seriously. Not like, I mean, it's hard to take theirs seriously because it's hard to look at it closely enough when it seems like there's not much there. Not to say that they didn't try, they didn't do all they could at the time, but you can't do with what you don't know. You can't do anything with what you don't know. And I don't know if I'm really giving this, or I don't know if I'm properly getting this across, but there's always more you can do. I have to remember that at some point you have to stop and declare something done. There's as much as you can do with what you know. That's fine. And that's important. Using what you can and using what you know and what you can do, but as best you can, and hone that with what you have. Make incremental improvements and get slowly better. And then occasionally you'll hit a wall, and that's usually where that criticism come from. This tends to come at. You hit a wall, that criticism, and you either find a way to break that wall, or you just go backwards, or you don't go backwards, just stop right there. And like I said, I don't know if I'm fully getting this across properly, but it's just important. Best way I can. The thing I want to, what I want you to take away from this is just, it's okay to get criticized. I'm telling myself this as well, because I know that it's still going to hurt, and it still hurts me. People can shrug it off some people can shrug it off very well, but it still hits you a little bit. When you think you're doing something right, you don't. It's hard to hear that you're doing something wrong, you know. And so, when you have that situation where you thought you did everything you could, you made something really, really good, and then somebody comes along and tells you that's not good enough, it does suck. Believe me, I know it sucks. I swear to God. There's actually a song. Okay, I know I'm kind of going. I know I was nearly going to completion, but one last thing. I swear, this is the last thing. I had a song that, and this is I haven't normally said this before, but I had a song that I loved after I made it. At least I thought it was okay. It was a song with a few parts to it. It's like it's a multi-part song. So there are 3 different parts to it, and they represented 3 different emotions. And I thought it was all right. I thought it was pretty good. And I remember talking to somebody. I was playing Minecraft one time with this one guy, and he was like, "Oh, you make music?" I was like, "Yeah, I do." We talked about that, and we eventually got to that topic. He's like, "Okay, yeah, send me something you've made." So I sent him that song because it's the latest song I made. And the response I got back, oh my God. So he told me, and I'm gonna bring it up because I think I still have the chat on here. I had to find out where the guy's name is. I don't know if it changed or not. I hope it didn't change, because it hurt, but hold on, hopefully I can pick this up real quick. It's been a while since I talked. Oh, here we go. So okay, yeah, here we go. Reading again, it still hurts. I don't know what to say about this. This is the verbatim. I don't know what to say about this. the melody just doesn't stand out, and it didn't leave a lasting impression. But actually, I asked him for more detail later. It feels copyright-free background. It feels like copyright-free background music for a bad mobile game ad. That hurt. Oh my god. There's nothing that hurts more than getting your stuff called generic. That hurt. Because there's one thing you don't want is your music sound soulless. And it appear he didn't say he said it didn't sound soulless, but generic is a close second. Hold on. The time I got criticism on something, I was really confident I was really confident, and it destroyed my whole mood, my whole thinking for a day. And the day after, I kept rereading it, trying to make it sound nicer in my head. And I completely understand. It's going to hurt, and that still hurts me reading it again. And I'm trying to find a silver lining myself as I'm reading it. Yeah, I know. But I listened to it again. I hate listening to it now as well. Now, in fairness, part of that, I think, me not liking the song anymore now is because of that. It was like a few days after I finished the song that I got that response back, or that I got this feedback. So it kind of poisoned my viewpoint of the song. I think that is definitely true, and definitely part of it. But also, I don't think it's that good. Genuinely, I don't think it's that good. And I would love at some point to remix it. It's three different parts of it, and hopefully at some point maybe show it off. But and the weird part was I actually had art commissioned for that song, and after I just started hating that song, I just didn't. There it goes. It's been staying in my inbox for a while in my email, because I'm not posting the song. I didn't want to post the song because I thought it was bad, which sucks even more. Like $75 out of my vault is going now, but regardless, it is very, very. It's a very, very unfortunate part. One of the things where it's like no pain, no gain. Certainly, it's that phrase you've heard a lot of times, and while it's very literal, it's a very literal thing. Well, it's already literal anyway, but it's harder to say. And that phrase still applies to this sort of thing, because the pain isn't physical; it's emotional. But it's good to remember, and it's good. And I'm trying to remember to phrase it, or trying to remember to frame it. And I want to encourage you guys to frame it like this: when you get in criticism like that, they're not insulting you; they're insulting your delivery method. Essentially, especially some people. I mean, I think even with this person, it's like, yeah, I want to get what you're trying to get across. Like, I want to understand what you're trying to get across, but you flopped. You fell over as you're delivering it to me. Like, you're running to me. You have a letter in your hand, and you're running to me with the letter, and as like halfway to my house, you tripped and fell on your face, and the letter got scratched up. Say you don't even say it's not even in an envelope. Part of the paper got ripped off as you fell. You came back to me, and there's like a chunk missing. How am I supposed to read this? There's a chunk. There's a whole piece of the sentence missing. There's a whole piece of the letter missing. I can't even fully read this if I wanted to. And that's sort of the thing. Do you want to deliver deliver your message on foot, on some hard terrain, or do you want to deliver your message in a hard encased box, in a steel mail carrier, like a whole delivery truck, like a steel mail truck? And that sounds ridiculous. That sounds like overkill. But you're ensuring that what you're doing is you're ensuring that your message gets across to as many people as possible. There will be people who won't get the message or won't agree with it, but at least they get it. That's the main thing. And you can always kind of feel that as well when people say, "Yeah, I understand what you're trying to do, but that but is the important part. That's the important phrase right there. It's not just the but the whole phrase. That's when you know this message didn't get delivered. So that's my little spiel for today. And I know normally I'd try to get this across during the whole thing, but it's kind of my little piece of advice for the end of the stream, because there's still some time left, and I know we don't have time to go through the second episode or the third episode. And I'll rename this stream and the last stream for episode 1 and 2. So I think it's gonna be one per stream. But that's just when I wanted to drop my little thing here, because I saw that as I was going through. I saw where this was going, and I felt it important to go through. And I'm not gonna go back right now and do the portrait. It's gonna bother me that we didn't get it perfectly, but I'll save my perfectionism for other things, which are more actually important. So I have to one thing about being an artist is having to rein that little demon in. Perfectionism can be useful, certainly, but it could also be completely crippling, especially making sure things are finished, which is basically one of my main things as well. Not making sure things are finished, but actually trying to finish things, thinking that there's more to do, and there's definitely more that you probably could do, which I hate saying that, because now people think like, yeah, I know there's more to do, and start worrying about it. But do as much as you can with what you know. Maybe solicit some feedback to try and see what more you can probably do. But at a certain point, it's done. Like, you got to declare it done. You got to move on. I don't want to keep working on the song. Like, I want to keep working on the same song for half a year. And I'm sure most people wouldn't be working on the same thing for a long time either. Unless it's something big, like say a game, which is multiple parts, so it makes sense, it takes a while. It's just, it's a lot. But anyway, I've been rambling for what, 15-30 minutes right now. I think I've said my piece. Hopefully I've gotten everything across properly. I just felt it was important to drop a little thing. I know nobody's gonna see this, but I figured I'd say it anyway. So anyway, that's why I wanted to stream this, man. I thought more good discussions like this. I think it's fun. Get my thoughts across and whatnot, because I don't normally say stuff. I don't normally get to talk about this kind of stuff, but I feel like it's important. I feel like it's very interesting. So anyway, with all that being said, actually before that being said, next week's stream, I'm gonna take a break. At least I'm not gonna take a break. What I'm gonna say is, I'm not gonna be streaming. I'm gonna be streaming Ender Lilies next week. I think it'll be the week after. Next week, so I mentioned before, at least last stream, anyways, during the Ender Lilies stream, I mentioned last week that my friend got me Risk of Rain 2. So I've been playing that a lot this week, and I found a little challenge I can do, and I'll be doing that on the stream. So next week is gonna be painful. Hope you guys are prepared for that. Be a lot of dying and restarting. Well, a lot of restarting, actually. It's gonna be challenging. But we'll go over that when the time comes. Just look forward to that next week. Nice little challenge stream. Doesn't happen very often, but I think it'll be nice. Little break in the action, I suppose. Anyway, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Please, the YouTube stuff, me say too much helps the algorithm or whatever. And, I'm gonna go maybe eat something. Probably. We'll find out in a second. Probably. I don't know. It's late. Maybe I should go to sleep. I'll figure it out. Y'all have a good night. That's what I want to say. Have a good night. Good weekend, everything like that. And enjoy yourself. Hopefully my little drop of wisdom helps you out at some point. Maybe not. I threw it out anyway, so do with it what you will. But that should be it. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye. I want to say Guten Tag, but I know it's hello. I'm not that American. I know it's hello. I keep thinking it's bye, but I don't. What is bye in German? Next time.